I know you're tired. I know you don't feel like putting the work in, but your goals, your future life doesn't care how you feel. Race drivers, welcome to the Race Driver Coach Show. This episode is based on something I've just gone through in the last 12 hours. And yet I use life experiences. I use things that happen in my daily, whether it's work or in normal life, to inspire me, apart from your questions. So keep sending them in because I love it. To inspire me to do a video that I know is going to help you. This is no exception. Just got back from the Barcelona race, F1 race, where we picked up another penalty with Ollie Behrman, fighting with Liam. Not easy to watch, by the way. Anyway, the race was the race. That's something separate. Then it came to leaving. So I jumped in the rental car and I joined the back of the queue to leave the race. Now, there's something very different from coaching in F2 and F3 and coaching at F1, even though it's the same race weekend. When I was coaching in F2 and F3, you could leave before the F1 race started. It was perfect. No traffic. Get the hell out of there. Get to the airport and watch the F1 race before you fly home. Used to love that. Nowadays, it's more like watch the Grand Prix because you're there, stay for another hour, then you leave with the masses. And if you haven't got a police escort, which we did in Miami, which was absolutely fantastic, by the way, I love that. What an experience. Thanks, guys. You saved us hours. If you haven't got one of them and you're in your own little crappy rental car on your own, and you got to join everybody else's traffic, it can take 2 hours just to get 2 kilometers down the road. I'm sure you've experienced it if you've been to some of these F1 races. Barcelona was no exception, and no one looked like they were controlling anything. It was just everybody queuing from different directions. Do what you like. So yeah, took 2 hours, nearly missed the flight. Right, this is where the journey really starts. Got there for the 9 o'clock flight, looked up, 12:45, 1:45. It was delayed for. It's like, oh man, come on, I've got a busy day Monday today when I'm recording this. This is one of the things. And now you're telling me I got these 3 hour delay. It's probably going to be 4, let's be honest. And then you're going to cancel it and I'm going to have to stay there. First world problems, I know, but really annoying off the back of a weekend. It didn't really go to plan. So you're exhausted, smelly, sweaty, and now you got to sit there and wait for that. Fine. Go to the lounge. That's nice. Let's go to the lounge, sit there for a bit and just chill. Then we get on the plane at like 12:30, half midnight, for them to say, oh, by the way, now you're all here, strapped in, ready to go. We're not going to pull away just yet. We've got a little twist to the story. We're going to tell you now, or we're going to tell everybody now that we're going to Birmingham in the UK, not London. Hang on a minute. I paid for a ticket to go to London, and now you're taking me to Birmingham. My car's in London, in the car park. I'm going to have to pay them fees now because I'm late. Thanks for that. Brilliant. It's midnight. What time are we going to get there? How are we going to get from Birmingham? So it just started to kick off. You know, people leaving the plane. If anybody wants to get off, they can, but then you expire your ticket. We had to get people off. We had to get their bags off. Sorry to go on, but this is fresh in my memory. Sat there patiently. I'm just going to get to sleep. I don't care what happens. Put my AirPods in. Noise cancellation. On I go. Woke up. 40 minutes later, we still haven't taken off, you know, that classic. Finally take off, it's probably nearly, 1:30 in the morning. Get to Birmingham around 3ish or 2ish, something like that. And then we have to get a coach. Everybody jumps on the coach to go to London, and we leave at 3:30, get there for 5 something, or 5, and then have to get the car from meet and greet, get home for 7 o'clock. And you're thinking, hang on, I left the track 14 hours ago to come home. I should have been here last night. I've got clients straight away, pretty much. And I've got to do this video for my beautiful people that watch me. Thank you, everybody. So, you know what? I've had no sleep. I grabbed 2 hours sleep, by the way. I got home, had 2 hours sleep, and then back on it. Had no sleep. Really, the race weekends, by the way, they take a lot out of the drivers. But when you're coaching, and you got the pressure as well, and you're working, and it's long days, 12-hour days at least, probably more than that. it does take a lot out of you, emotionally and in the body. And then when you have that flight and you sleep like 40 minutes here, 40 minutes there, 2 hours when you get home, you're crushed. But believe it or not, I've still got energy, right? You can hear it. I wasn't at some points, believe me. I was crawling through the front door. But anyway, I've got energy now for the simple fact I had a big goal in my mind. I got 4 clients to serve today doing sessions, sim sessions and Zoom calls. And I got to do this video, and I've got to finish the chapter of the book that I'm writing, which is a big deal for me, and the app builder. We've got to work on the app. So it's a big day. It's a normal day, but it's just, I've got to get on with it. This is when I'm going to get to my point now. When you have days like that, you don't sleep at night, you don't feel well, you don't feel like putting in the work, you're just not feeling it, it's irrelevant. Your goals that you have in life and your future life, the future you, doesn't care that you're tired right now. You've got to get on with it. And I talk about having all these different beliefs that help you see the world a certain way, and you get more out of yourself if you have these certain beliefs. One of those beliefs that I really want you to take on, unless it tips over towards being unhealthy and you're doing yourself damage to your body. Of course, there's always a limit. The saying or the rule or the belief I want you to run with as often as you can is, I don't care how I feel, I'm going to do it anyway. And if you have that belief and that viewpoint of life, it's amazing how many more hours and days you can extract out of yourself. And even if you're not feeling creative and you've got to do some content, I'm not feeling that creative today, but I still have to be a little bit creative, still have to be a bit switched on in order to serve the clients today and make sure I am normal Enzo. I can't be just downbeat, not feeling it today, I'll put it off till tomorrow. I haven't got that luxury. And neither of you. You think you have. You can have the odd day off. Of course you can. But what I see is a lot of people do it more than just one day a week. They'll have a task that they should have done 2 weeks ago and still haven't done it because they're not quite feeling it. They're not in the right mindset. If you've got huge whopping goals in this life, you cannot live like somebody who hasn't got goals. If you want an exceptional life, you have to perform like a person who could build that exceptional life. That means different belief system. That means acting differently to most of the people around you who are not getting the results and the goals that you want. You have to be different. And being different is, again, having different rules, different coding within your mind that allows you to see the world in a better way, in a way that's more aligned with your goals. And when you do that, then you'll act in a way that's more aligned with your goals. And again, running with any kind of rule that takes away from how you feel, or you didn't have much sleep and it means I can't do this, or I've worked out for 2 days, I'm aching a little bit, I should have a day off. All these self-limiting beliefs that are not true. They're not real limitations. They're just you giving yourself a whole pass and just so you can have the day off. You have got to mount up and add, like bricks again, add as many productive days as possible in a row over years in order to get what you want. So I want you to just check yourself. Make sure that you keep an eye on your productivity. And if you've gone 1-2 days and you're thinking, you know what, the last 2 days, I haven't really achieved much. That's the limit I want you to give yourself. If you get to 2 days and you don't feel like you've progressed in any way, whether it's emotionally, mentally, or in life by taking actions, you crack the whip. Don't let yourself go over 2 days unless you're on holiday. If you're at home, 2 days is a mammoth amount, and you'll be surprised how many of them come in and you don't even notice. You have got to be the kind of performer who performs no matter what or how you feel.